it's Kim from stampingimperfection.com. Welcome to my craft room. I have yet another Christmas card I want to share with you. And I am using, again, I'm using the Best of Christmas, but this time I'm using the Dasher image. This is one of my favorite images. Also going to use the Teeny Tiny Wishes stamp set again. This has a Merry Christmas. This has a sentiment for every holiday you can imagine, and even a just for you or thinking of you, get well, all kinds of things. And I like this because it fits in my word window punch. So here's what I'm starting out with. I'm starting out with a piece of cherry cobbler cut 5.5 by 8.5. I cut a piece of cardstock in half the short way, folded it in half, scored and folded at 4 1/4. I'm going to put that aside for just a second. I also have a piece of Early Espresso. This is cut at 2.5 by 4 inches, and I ran that through my Big Shot. Now, in all honesty, I cut this at 5 1/4 by 4, ran it through my Big Shot, and then I cut it down to 2.5 by 4. So I have the other half of that for another project. Okay, so I have that. That's my wood grain embossing folder on my Big Shot. I have a piece of the Designer Series paper stack Season of Style cut at 2 3/4 by 4, and then I have a scrap of cherry cobbler and a scrap of Whisper White that I'm going to use for my sentiment. Okay, so I'm going to just overlap these a little bit like this, and I'm just going to glue the Designer Series paper on top, just right along the edge, like that, so that they line up. And I want to do it that way because I want to add my ribbon to the top of this. Now for my ribbon, I actually have a piece of this really beautiful cherry cobbler 1-inch grow grain ribbon. So it's like 1 inch wide. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put a glue dot on each corner so that I can attach this by wrapping it around where I attach those two together. I'm going to just put my ribbon down, my cherry cobbler grow grain ribbon, and I'm going to fold over the edges just like this. I'm covering up the seam. And I like this ribbon because it's got a little bit of a wave to it, so it adds kind of a fun touch to your card. Okay, so now I'm going to also use a piece of this gumball green. This is gumball green satin ribbon. I love this ribbon. This is fabulous. The colors in this Designer Series paper are gumball green, crumb cake, and cherry cobbler. So again, I'm just going to put a glue dot on each end. I'll put this in the center and wrap it around just like I did the cherry cobbler. And the ribbons are cut about 6 inches. 6 inches will be a pretty comfortable amount. Now I'm going to, on the back of this, I'm going to add 4 Stampin' Dimensionals to attach this to the back. Put your Stampin' Dimensionals on the back, just like this, and then I'm going to center this to the front of my card base, and I'm going to put the fold of the card to the left, so I have the fold of my card like this, and then I can just put these two down on top, right like that. Okay, now I've stamped the Dasher image from the Best of Christmas in Early Espresso on Whisper White. I punched that out with my 1 3/4 inch circle punch. Then I took a piece of then I took a piece of crumb cake and I punched that out with my 2 3/8 inch scallop circle punch. Now I'm just going to layer this on top, just like this. And I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back of this. I'm going to add this to the front of my card. I've created a little a little bow out of the gumball green, so I'm just going to put a glue dot on the back of that, attach that to the top, and I've got two more little touches I want to add. I want to put a sentiment, so with the Teeny Tiny Wishes I stamped the Merry Christmas in Cherry Cobbler on Whisper White using my word window punch. I'm just going to center it, punch it out. Then I'm going to use my modern label punch with one of the Cherry Cobbler scraps that I have, and I'm going to punch that out with a modern label. I'll just layer my word window on top with glue dots, just like that. Center this on the inside of that. Then I'm going to add this with glue dots. Oops. And I'm going to put that down in the corner, down here, just like that. And one final touch, I love these frosted embellishments, frosted finishes embellishments, and I think Dasher should have a snowflake, a sparkly snowflake, so I'm going to add one of those. Let's see, where do I want to put that? I think I'll add that above my bow this time. There you go. And I have a cute little card with the Dasher image, a little Christmas card. And you could change up that sentiment and make it anything you want, really. But there you go. That's a very quick and simple Christmas card. So thanks for watching. Stop by my blog at stampingimperfection.com. If you like my style of card making, you'll like my Simply Cards Club, where you get 2 emails a month with 2 card ideas. You get full color photographs, all the measurements, all the instructions to create 2 cards that are exclusive for my Simply Cards Club. You won't see those cards anywhere else. And so stop by my blog, check out Simply Cards at stampingimperfection.com. Thanks for watching.